Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about types of HTML elements that are HTML block and inline elements. So each HTML element has a default display value that determines how it appears on the web page, and the two main display values are block and inline. These values impact the layout and the behavior of elements on the page. Understanding these default display values is crucial for designing and structuring web content effectively. And first we are going to learn about block level element. And when it comes to web design, block level elements have some specific characteristics. Firstly, they always begin on a new line and are separated from other elements. Additionally, browser automatically include white space both before and after these elements. Moreover, block level element occupy the entire available width on a web page, extending from the left side to the right side. In HTML, there are two commonly used block level elements, which are paragraph and div element. The paragraph element is used to define paragraphs within an HTML document. It helps structure the content and separates it into distinct blocks. On the other hand, the div element is more versatile, as it defines a division or section within an HTML document. It can be utilized to group various elements together, apply styles, or create layout structure on a web page. Now here you can see the block level elements in HTML on the screen. And that's it for block level element. Now it's time to learn about inline elements. An inline element, unlike a block element, does not start on a new line. Instead, it flows within the text and does not create any line break. It takes up only as much width as necessary to accommodate its content. For example, a span element nested inside a paragraph would behave in this way. It's important to know that inline elements in HTML cannot contain block level elements. This means that you cannot nest a block level element within an inline element. It is a fundamental rule of HTML structure, and understanding this can help you avoid potential issues with your web page layout and functionality. And now this is the example of an inline element, which is span element you can see on the screen. The div element is often used to hold a bunch of other HTML elements together. You don't really need any specific attributes for it, but you can use style, class, and ID. And when you pair it up with CSS, you can easily style your content by style blocks of content. Now let me show you an example of this and how we can use this to style our content. Now here I am going to use a block level element, which is div element. Now this div acts in our page as a container, and now we will put in this container some more HTML elements. Like first, I want to put a heading element, for which I am going to use h1 element. And in between these two heading tags, I am going to put my heading, which is HTML block element. Now this is our heading. Now the second element that I am going to include in this div is paragraph element, and we can write this by using p tag, and in between these two opening and closing tag, I am going to paste the content of my paragraph. And now I want to add one more element, which is also a paragraph element, and in between I will place my content. And now I added one more paragraph element. Now let's take a look on our structure. Here we have a div element in which we have three more elements. First one is heading and the other two are paragraph elements. And now I want to put some styles in our div container, so I can show you how we can style elements in our div. So we can style our element in two ways. We can use inline style, or we can use this style element, and here we can put our CSS properties. But for this example, I am going to show you by using inline styling. So to style this div, I just need an attribute, which is style attribute, and here I want to change the background color of our container. To change the background color of our element, we are using background property to change its background color. And now if we need some space inside our container, we can use padding property like this. And now you can see our container is in orange color, and we have a padding of 20 pixels, which is inside of our container. And this is how we can use our div block level element in our web page. And now I am going to show you one example of our span element, which is an inline element, and I am going to show you how we can use this in our web page. Now the span element is incredibly useful tool in web development. It allows you to mark up specific section of text or documents. While it doesn't require any attribute, it's common to use style, class, and ID for added customization option. When combined with CSS, the span element becomes a powerful tool for styling specific part of your text, and it gives you more control over the visual appearance of your content. And now let me show you how we can use span element in our web page. Now here we have this div container, and in this we have heading element and a paragraph element. So where is the span element and why we want to use this element? Now let me show you when we need the span element. We need the span element when we want to style a specific text in our paragraph or in our heading or anywhere in our web page. Let's suppose we just want to style this building element in this paragraph. So how we can do this? We can do this by using our span element. We will wrap this text by using span, and we put this text inside it like this. And now we are going to style this by using inline styling. So use style attribute, and in my case I want to change the color of our text, and now I am going to use color property to change its color. So here you can choose any color which you like, and you can see our text color is changed and now it's in blue color. And here we can't use this style attribute in paragraph to turn this word color into blue, because if I use this style attribute in paragraph, it will change the color of this whole paragraph. Let me show you what happened if we cut this style attribute from here and paste it inside this p tag. And now you can see our whole paragraph is in blue color. But this is not what we want. We just want this building element to show in blue color or whatever color you like. And that is why we are using this span element, because by using this, we can choose a specific text in our paragraph and we can style that text in whatever way we like. Like here, we just change the color of our building text into blue. So this is how we can use our span element. Hope you understand this concept and you will use this in building your web pages. And there you have it. This was all about HTML block and inline elements. Whether you are crafting the layout or enhancing text, these elements play a vital role in shaping your web content. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join this exciting web development journey with us. Keep coding and creating. I will see you in the next video.